Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Game number 2 coming at you here of the series. Sync versus Bad Monkey Gaming. And right now, Sync up, of course, 1-0. Again, this is the second and final game here. In the group stages here. So, again, to clarify, guys, these are just best-of-2 series here to get the best understanding of how it really works. It's almost like a regular season, like you could say to an extent, as far as any sport would go, like football or basketball or whatever, where the teams will each play each other twice, and so it's not necessarily the matchup in itself, the series that really matters. It's more so the individual games to an extent. But how those series go, there's points based on how you finish. If you go 2-0, you get 3 points. If it's a 1-1 split, you each get 1 point. And then, of course, if you go 0-2, well, then 0 points. So that's how yesterday turned out the way it did with the results. Again, Reason Gaming 2-0 against Sync, but then 0-2 against Druid. So they finished with 3 points. Druid's got 3 points with their victory, and Sync was at 0 points coming into today. So obviously, they're at least going to have 1 point now, looking for 3 points in total is what the point is there, as far as these standings. Anyways, we got game number 2, and we're already into the draft, run by Znui once again. So, Swiftblade Warby's Puppet Master Ophelia band this time.
Yeah,
Puppet
kind of
Master
similar.
here.
And so far, talking about similar Sync Esports lineup, they have 3 out of 5 heroes so far in their first 3 picks. They won't get the 4th. Moira is picked up by BMG, so... But still, I don't know. I mean, Sync had such crazy drafts during yesterday's series, and today here versus BMG, it feels like they are more or less just going back to the original plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of interesting here. Seeing as usual, we've seen the same exact 3 heroes, but Sync managing to pull it off here. So we'll see BMG how that changes up for them. Obviously, Moira not going to be part of those 3 same heroes in the end. As on the side of BMG, they got the Midas again, but Rally as well. That's the big difference maker. But yeah, also seeing Boxy back. That is good news for BMG in the sense of they got their full team here, so that'll at least be working for them in their favor there. But we'll see how that ends up. But yeah, the Rally pickup though, I wonder, is this going to be a Root of Z Rally here? You think?
That's a good question. I didn't consider that, but it could be. Yeah, actually, it could be. Rally, I think it fits fairly well with BMG's lineups in general when they go for that Balthazar hard carry, and then I have like 4 heroes just as a backup, more or less. So Rally, of course, being a very good option for that as well versus the Tempest. Not only can Rally stun in, but he can also drag people out of the Elemental Void. And they have the Moira now as well, so they're not going to have the same problem as in the last game where they like need to get a Savage Maze and Puppet Monster or something to cancel the second Elemental Void from Tempest. So BMG definitely more prepared in this game. And now they're getting Pyro Monster as well, so they're going to have a lot of early game presence. So usually that goes very well with Moira roaming around.
Yeah, so Pyromancer. So again, it's still a little taken back as far as what to really see as far as who's playing what here. We'll see what that ends up for BMG, but whoa, let's talk about that pick for a second. Not only the Torturer, but Grinnick's final pick. It's been a while since we've seen this hero played on the scene.
I love it. Yeah, I just got to say I love the hero. The concept, it's a little bit too weak. It's just the fact that if you can't keep the aggression up off the laning phase, you're not going to have a farming tool, and you're going to taper off a little bit. But it's great for vision, and if you're looking to keep the pressure up and get a lot of vision around the map, they don't have the more at this time on Sync side, so maybe Kiesu on that Grinix can feel the kind of like get the vision roll this game instead. It's going to be interesting to see how it fares up versus the Moira though here on the Hellborn side. They got Oogie now as well, and I wouldn't say that Oogie is the best hero to deal with Grinix, so Kiesu, yeah, fairly good time during the laning phase at least.
Yeah, Grinix, he was very popular in it was season 2, but he got that nerf to him with the agility gain. It was a very simple nerf. It wasn't like anything over the top, at least on paper it felt like. But that in itself, it seemed like, and I guess more so the idea too of the whole stealth heroes in the long lane, where we saw Scout quite frequently too. He kind of died off, and that just became a less popular thing. So I mean, obviously, I doubt it was just simply the balance change that took place, more the meta shift as well, but honestly, this hero's burst potential, it's pretty absurd with this passive ability. The Nether Strike, yeah, the Nether Strike ability. And you definitely don't want to underestimate it. Now, as we're talking about him, oh boy, he kind of just strolls on in here.
Oh man!
And
what
he's
were
in
they
trouble.
doing?
Yeah,
BMG though, that was.
they did not really capitalize.
I don't know. That was a free kill, but unfortunately, with C just not paying attention, and he's gonna get away.
That's big, because not only was he not paying attention and so wasn't able to help set up a kill, but they used a rev ward right there to see him. So now the whole concept of the rev ward, I'm sure initially, was to counter ward, but unless KZU places it right next to this one, then he should be good with it. You see right there, he's going to use the rift stock and eventually get over here to the pole camp. And, well, blocking, I'm guessing. Yeah, in fact, blocks it off the bat by himself. Or no, 30-second, what am I saying? But he puts the ward down. There you go.
It's going to be risky though. Oh, here comes a courier, by the way, with a new rev word, so
okay,
that's gonna solve that problem.
Yeah. But KZU is gonna get the pull off. Nope, never mind. Wow.
Unfortunate.
He messed up on the timing there, big time.
It's not often you see KZU mess up. He usually like one of the more consistent players I've ever seen in Heroes of North. Just every single game, more or less, he delivers.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on Grinix though? I mean, do you agree with me? Like his burst damage is actually pretty radical, and it's something to be feared.
The hero is all right as long as you keep the aggression up. It was mostly old BMG, Hansken, Silkid, Jonas and Fan, and especially then Jonas and Fan that was playing Grinix back in season 2.
Yeah.
And BMG, or the old BMG, they were just known for always like going for offensive drafts, always keeping the pressure up non-stop. So Grinix made a lot of sense, and I think that's one of the reasons as well for why we haven't seen the hero as much. Just there's not too many teams that necessarily scream offensive lineups anymore. Everyone more or less just adapts to each other nowadays. So, but yeah, I think it has a little bit of potential, at least if you know how to play it correctly.
Yeah. And KZU, obviously he's been around plenty long around the competitive Han scene, and was of course in Season 2, obviously, as well, and has played it before in that sense. So, see right here, going to apply some decent damage to Oogie, and as you're talking about, I mean, yeah, Oogie not necessarily a hero that's going to be able to really box him out by himself either. He's going to be relying a lot on this Moira, and so far, hasn't been necessarily working the best. It seems like KZ is able to stand his ground pretty well. He has the early Iron Shield even, and expecting him to actually get a decent start here when it comes to
Insane is going to port up to the top lane.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's coming up here. Grinix is going to jump on a Moira. Oh, boy.
They see him, though. There's a lane ward.
Yeah, they're going to see Torture coming up.
That's unfortunate for Sync. That was a nice idea. I like this from Insania. He just realized that there's no way for him, or there's really no reason for him to sit down at bottom and box out the Midas. He's going to find experience anyway, so just rather let Flensmeister 1v1 versus him.
Yeah. But now you see Pyromancer rotating over. Obviously, he was middle with this rally here, but he's coming to the top lane, so it's going to end up being a tri-lane now for BMG, and that's going to give them the advantage. They don't have Dust, though, or anything like that, but they will find the Torturer. In comes the Dragonfire stun on top of the Phoenix Wave. Oogie running it as well with the Flaggerate and the auto attack to finish him off. Baltazar gets credit for the Bloodlust kill, so obviously he has plenty of history playing the Oogie as well and doing great right there. Grinix stalking back in, but in the end, it's going to continue to farm with it. So, Torture, good idea, but doesn't work out in the end. In fact, almost really backfires as he gets bloodlusted.
And it did. It was a lane ward from BMG, so nice heads up by them, and well played by Root of Sea, reacting immediately, just getting up there to the top lane, securing a kill for Baltasar, who's up to a really good start now.
Sync insisting on the Wretched Hag once again, by the way. It's like I got so caught up in the Grinix. But yeah, Flensmeister yet again playing the Hag. So, man, I don't know if this is just Sync really trying to make a point to maybe get a lot of practice with it, thinking that the hero has a lot of potential going into DreamHack, or if they're just seeing something that others aren't. But man, they are just running the crap out of this hero lately. Midas in the meantime, though, is in a lot of, well, maybe not a lot of trouble. Just a level 1 impalement. Yeah, he's fine.
Unfortunately, no chain reaction. And even if you had it, I mean, Wretched Hag is not necessarily the best hero to follow it up on. I mean, Torture Wretched Hag. A Torture babysitting a Wretched Hag. Like, why do you want to prioritize the Wretched Hag? like this. I personally don't see it. I guess it comes back to what you were saying, that they just want to, like, find the correct drafts and just prepare in before DreamHack, so they know for a fact, or they know for sure, like, in what kind of draft that Ratchet Hack does well. But I don't know. I'm not necessarily a fan of the hero.
I'm gonna kind of go off a little bit on a side thing here, where maybe it has a little bit to do, because I know, obviously there are influences with, actually top lane Grinix. He's gonna be fine. Yeah, obviously with the invis, won't get hit by the stun. So
Bottom.
Ripstock's away. Bottom lane, the Impalm is doing plenty of damage here, and Midas is gonna fall. So finally works out. As you're talking about Torture kind of boxing out for Hag, it does seem a little odd, but they do end up getting the kill on a Midas. So works out pretty well right there for them in the end. Coming up to 5 minutes in now, so gonna have a little pause here.
Yeah, you were saying about.
But yeah, no influences. Elsewhere, of course, Dota 2 I'm specifically getting at, and from time to time we talk about that with certain ideas, like the whole Storm Spirit Soul Stealer. We mentioned that recently and stuff. But I know Queen of Pain, their equivalent, the Wretched Hag, it has been actually very popular lately. For them and all their qualifier events they have for their big event over there, the international. I think she's like the most played hero even for them. So, maybe a little bit of that. That's obviously the games are different enough to where you can't just say, oh, it works over there, so it might as well work over here kind of deal. But perhaps there's a little bit of influence there, because it kind of just feels like it's just coming out of nowhere. They've been running it a lot here.
Yeah, they have. I don't know, maybe they were watching Complexity in Dota as well.
Yeah.
I think Seafric was actually running it when they were qualified to TI5 as like a hard support Queen of Pain. That's how popular the hero is in Dota right now.
Really? I didn't even know that. Wow.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense, but hey, they won, they qualified, so I'm not gonna blame them. But yeah, maybe a little bit of influence from them. But I still feel like these two games like differ a lot in gameplay right now, or in the meta, so should be worried.
They find Pyromancer here. That's going to be an easy kill. Good job by Sync, prioritizing the rune. And now Rally obviously picked it up, so happened to be invis, so he's going to be fine. Whoa! Legion Courier going down.
There was a bottle in that one as well. If that would have been somewhere else, or if there would have been a Hellborn hero nearby.
That could have been crucial. Midas, by the way, caught that. Slapped using the Elemental Void in between the towers. And him and Wretched Hag finish on Midas. Look at where Grinix is as well. He's diving so deep right here. And it might actually work out again. This burst damage is ridiculous early on. But it's not going to be enough for the kill. The turn kill now. And yeah, Casey will go down. I mean, when you're pushing into the base at 6 minutes into the game by yourself, that's probably going to happen.
He did use his ultimate. He just had one spell to use because he was under the effect of Mana Sunder from Moira, but he chose to use the ultimate actually instead of the stun. Maybe a little bit of a misplay, but yeah, that was a very deep dive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not working out. And look in the mid lane, Ruthless C is setting up here. I'm not sure how close Rally is to level 6, but he's got to be close.
Yeah, definitely has to be in that Seismic Slam ready to go, so... Pyromancer also level 5 actually, so he's, of course, when he's level 6, pretty significant. Bottom lane, they're going to get this tower unless Midas can deny it. It's going to be close. Moira is running it. No, he attacked it a little too early right there. Miscommunication right there. He actually got the Shards of Harkon, could have jumped in, but chose not to.
I wonder if they had that defense up as well. What is it called again?
They have vulnerability.
Invulnerability. Yeah, I wonder if they had that activated. I feel like they should have. I haven't seen it so far. So if they would have used that and then showed off Moira as well with that stun, I feel like they potentially could have, denied the tower.
Yeah. Yeah, no, didn't for whatever reason though. And in the end, tower goes down in favor of Sync, and that helps them. But can't forget though, Oogie does remain top farmer of the game. 390 gold per minute. He's still doing his thing up here. He's got a glowstone and again that Ring of the Teacher. Actually still sitting on the red boot. So
yeah, Grinix running in towards mid now.
Yeah, he's coming to the middle lane right here. That Rift Stock is up. He is going to be jumping onto Rally right there. Compel is the counter. Missed everyone, though. More access. Matrix Explosion. Not going to be enough for the kill, though. Grinix having to get away right there. You do see Pyromancer picked off, though, and so does Moira. As Moraxis able to snipe him out with those axes. So, well played. And Grinix, he got low, but not low enough. Stays alive.
Actually a nice sacrificer from Fusen as well. He actually saved himself to rescue Boxy. So well played by him.
Okay. Good teammate right there.
Yeah, life of a support.
Yeah. But now the middle tower dead, and geez, look at the lead here. 4,500 gold lead, 3,800 experience lead. Everybody there pretty much in that fight other than Oogie, as we're just talking about him. I guess Midas wasn't there either. So yeah, just overall, Sync just having the big-time numbers advantage in that fight. And they're going to now start roaming into the jungle here. They know that Oogie's getting some pretty good farm, so might as well start taking away his resources now.
Yeah, this is so smart from Sync's side. If they if there were there isn't necessarily too many stacks up here, but if they would, because usually BMG is the masters of stacking for the hard carry every single time, and Oogie is actually Grinix is going to deny him a lot of farm right here on the hard camp. He's gonna get a lot of low creeps.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt a little bit when it comes to the GPM. Midas, so he's trying to get away. Bat blast in the face though by Flensmeister, and it's safe to say this game is a much, much better start for Wretched Hag here. 433 gold per minute already. He is leading the way, and that snowball's kicking in right here. Meanwhile, jungle, Grinix going around, will find Moira, pops the illusory assault. Moira goes down, Pyromancer found as well as a result of his ulti. Are they going to go for more, though? The Seismic's a perfect setup right there between the two. That was some good combo coming out by Bad Monkey Gaming, and, well, double tap for Root of Z. So that ended well.
Yeah, Root of Z as well, yeah. Holy, that compel. Catching Tempest. I'm not. Oh, and he's almost getting the haste rune down at the bot lane.
I got it first, though. Made the blink in to pick it up, so. But Oogie, I'm guessing with the way he is saving a gold especially, he's just going to prioritize straight into an icon here. And again, I mean really almost straight. I mean, no upgraded boots, just the Ring of the Teacher. He's going right into it here. At this point.
I think it's alright, as long as they keep the aggression up. Of course it's going to slow down his farm, but Grinix is actually looking for him.
Yeah, I don't know if he has enough for a kill on a Oogie. Well, Oogie is pretty low in life actually, so wouldn't surprise me the most. But yeah, I mean, look at this pet. He maxed out this pass first against, but that's 100 physical damage every time he casts an ability. And, you know, obviously they're fairly lower cooldowns as well with the Shadow Step, with the Ripstock, and of course even the Ultimate's not that long. It's only 30 seconds at level 3. 50 seconds right now, but our middle lane, Rally, compelling away. He knows something's up. Pyromancer is in the background, does have Blazing Strike ready to go. They know this is bait, though.
Actually top.
Is he? Oh, yeah. Wow, he's pushing top, actually. They will find more access, by the way. Ran right into Pyromancer. And he goes down. Mana Sunder onto Wretched Hag in the meantime. Now the chase is on, but he pops the haste rune. Oh, my God. If that transmute hits, so it does. That Seismic Slam, and down he goes. Great catch from BMG right there. And as you mentioned, Tempest was top, so Bad Monkey Gaming probably felt really comfortable about that.
Yeah, that was a little bit sloppy by Sync, but of course well played by Root of Z, setting that up, hiding in the trees, just keeping his... Oh wait, Kiesu once again. This hero is just in constantly looking for kills. But BMG, they are pretty much back into it. Yeah, actually, Oogie had his icon as well throughout that last kill, so he's got 2 charges.
Yeah, already adding up the charges. Jeez, at this early on in the game, so pretty significant. There is going to be found by Rift. Why do I keep wanting to say Rift Walker? By Grinix. As, he had no clue. They're going to spot him completely. Shadow Step in. Moira's here, not level 6 though, so no Arcane Vortex. We'll get the Shards of Heartgun up. Here comes TP support as well. As Grinix is going to Rift Stock away though. Oh, but Rally, he sees him. Has a compel, being patient with the Invis. This could set up pretty well for BMG right here.
They're waiting for the compel, I think. It's 15 seconds left.
Or the Seismic Slam, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Seismic Slam.
He's been very patient with it. Yeah, you're right.
I feel like they almost should take this fight. I mean, in this rally, I mean, can you get a better opportunity?
Oh, now Grinix knows. They know something's up. At this level of play, you know that when that happens, they're going to pick up on that. So he's not going to get any. Well, maybe still more access. It's not the ideal target.
No, they don't have Blazing Strike on Pyromancer either, so I don't think they have enough to actually burst down the Miraxus unless they're free heroes.
Oh, gosh. He has to go now. He has to go now. There we go. He's going to go now. The Seismic Slam. They got the Matrix off. Is that going to be the difference maker? It just may be. Tempest runs in. No, it will not. He goes down. Tempest has an element to void. He can't find an opportunity, though. Mana Center on him. Oogie's in Primal Surge form, and that is a dangerous thing for Sync Esports. Down goes Tempest. So, man, he waited till the very last second right there of the Invis rune. But it does, well, it works out for BMG there.
That it does, and this time they got one a little bit more of a tanky presence in that Oogie, so they got someone to be in front, so they don't have any tower or problem taking those tower kills either when they get 1 or 2 pickups, which they definitely lacked in game number 1. So BMG looking strong here in game number 2.
Yeah, and Oogie's never a... Well, he's a scary thing when he gets to start like this. I mean, the fact he already has 6 charges on Icon at 14 minutes into the game, that's pretty ridiculous in itself. But that goes back to him just prioritizing it right away.
Talking about Oogie, he went for Striders.
What? Wow,
I have no
that's
idea.
awkward. Why? What is the purpose there? I guess post-haste eventually, but maybe he's just going to go straight post-haste here. He's saving up gold like he might be.
That would be... Yeah, that would be something unique at least.
Yeah. It's safe to say very greedy if he does, but...
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, it seems like... that almost seems like an awkward item on him, though, because he's not a hero that's going to be running around looking for ganks, you know, gank setups by any means. And that's where post-haste seems like it would be good. That or counter-pushing. He's not even good for that necessarily either, so...
He's definitely not a solo pusher, no. He doesn't have an escape, so...
He buys Gnome's Wisdom, so...
Okay.
But yeah, I don't really understand the Strider's pickup still. But
every single time that he uses one spell, Striders are gonna go off.
Yeah, and he's all about kind of spamming, really, so...
Oh, nice ward by Insane, by the way. Gonna spot BMG smoking up. They should see that one coming.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they got out of there quickly. What was I going to talk about, though? Oh, yeah, let's talk about Grinix here for a little bit longer. What should we expect to see on him? Because I do remember in the past, you know, things like even Shield Breaker you would see on him, but the Abyssal Skull, more that route, or... What's screaming to you as far
Grinix,
as... Oh, is he bound? He is. I'm sorry, Keizu. I'm sorry. Yeah, they sneak in. Pick him off.
There is a lot about physical damage, so usually, yes, the shield breakers you mentioned, but I also like to see the bulwark on him. Just fast bulwark straight up. It helps him a lot in his damage, as well as supports the team. But in this game, I think I mentioned it during the draft, that if you can't keep the aggression up, then he's going to taper off. And Sync has been trying to keep the pressure up. They have been in BMG's force twice now, but they have failed both times, or they've been picked off both times, so... It's going to be tricky, and Slap is actually found up here at the top lane. I don't think
he's not getting away from this. Seismic Slam, yeah. Again, the Mana Sunder also causes a lot of issues right there, so... Well played, good find, and the rally pickup's actually proven to be a very strong one. Not Massera. Boxy. Boxy is back. He is playing the rally here and has actually done a very good job at it. With that said...
That he has.
Going to be a good
I like
pickup.
The synergy between, like, he's one of those, like, just, you know, solid stunts in the start, so you can never, or he's a fear factor, so to say. You can never feel too safe being up versus a rally, and I like that.
Yeah. All right, here. 1,100 more, so 1,200 gold even saved up on Oogie, finishing off some triple stack Ancients in the meantime. So his GPM continues to go up and up, 460 gold per minute right now for... Oogie right here. Wretched Act, though, on the other side of the spectrum. Of course, the Light Brand pickup once again is going with that Grimoire. That classic style here that we used to see quite a bit. I mean, again, back especially it was more so Season 2.
Oh, look at Rally, by the way.
Oh, up here, but yeah, Rally is looking for an opportunity. The Veiled Rock going to give it to them. Wretched Hack, now she's running to the bottom lane of farm, but Rally's going to blink. Oh, and he's a go, though! Why did he wait so long? It doesn't matter, though. Midas is like, I got you back. Don't worry. Nice
I don't know if the Box actually saw Wretched Hag.
Maybe
or
not.
If it was, I don't think he did. I think he was just blinking in towards the lane to farm or something. There were some creeps being low, so I think he wanted the last hits, and voila, Wretched Hag.
All of a sudden, the Hag appears. Yeah, that would actually make a little more sense, yeah, because he was very delayed on that reaction. Right there, so. But, again, Midas had his back. Well played there by Make. Actually cleans it up, as well as a tower kill. So, Bad Monkey Gaming, again, a lot of things just really going their way now.
Yeah, Mickey gonna run straight into Rally, by the way. That's not a Veiled Rotto, it's an invisibility rune, so...
Ooh. Sets it right on top of him. Give them Scout,
and
there we go. Is it going to be enough damage? Grinix jumping in the Arcane Vortex. Here come the TPs. This is a big turnaround chance for BMG. Shards of Harkon coming up. Pops the Arcane Shield, but down goes Grinix. Midas in the background, locking on Torture. Torture goes down. Down goes Meraxis, and that is once again the power of Arcane Vortex. and why Mora is such a top-tier support pickup hero in the scene right now.
That is, once again, well played by BMG. They are definitely not letting Sync have a single kill, more or less, in this game.
Yeah.
They're just winning every single clash. And it just comes down to the fact that they are always sticking close to each other. They always have their back. First we saw it down at the bottom with Midas just finding the virtual tag together with Boxy, and now in the mid, Fusen definitely having his positioning just behind, who was it? Just behind the rally.
Yeah. Good position right there indeed, and ends up working out for BMG, obviously very, very well. Not only on top of the hero kills, but they clean up another secondary tower, or the first secondary tower at least, and then even going to steal some Ancients right here, Zogin, who also has now 3,000 gold saved up, by the way. So we'll see what he goes for. What is Midas still doing hanging around, by the way? Not sure what that was about. He got really greedy, still pushing in by himself right there. And that does end up costing him his life, so good capitalize, though, from Sync Esports at least. Getting something out of it in the end, but again, you gotta really kind of question what Maki was doing there in the first place, but hey, what's done is done. But yeah, Baltazar, we think maybe oh, nice double damage pickup, by the way. Thinking Shrunken here for him probably makes sense next, or?
Let's see. Could go, but I feel like he's so far ahead and he's got so many charges on the icons that he's not going to drop in the first initiation, or he's not going to drop too easily at least. So I would probably go for a little bit more of a greedy item. Something that buffs his damage a little bit, or his mana regeneration. Yeah, he's going to go for a Sheepstick, it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, the Blessed Orb pick up, so that would make sense there as far as what to expect to see.
Once again, Mickey, by the way, Veiled Rot here into the enemy forest, but I don't know, this hasn't been successful so far. I'm surprised that they keep on trying this.
Well, I guess, what other options do they have? Just want to keep trying to, well, you look at right there, Brunt's right past the Rev Ward. Moraxis is going to get the jump. They may kill Moira, but oh, we got the Arcane Vortex off. He still dies, but here comes the supporting cast. Midas with the transmute and Moraxis. You know, I'm looking at this Hellborn team in Moraxis. This is actually a very well-drafted team around a Moraxis. I mean, even the carry in Oogie doesn't care about the Arcane Shield. They do not have a whole lot of single-target abilities that are going to be affected. And they catch Grinix, by the way, on top of it. And Oogie even finds a couple more, but no, Tempest ports out. So it's going to be fine. But I wonder if that was part of the intention of the draft here from BMG with that. I mean, Rally, Oogie, Midas, they all don't care about the Arcane Shield.
Very likely, yeah. Nice draft. Sync Esports picked Moraxis first this time. They decided to let Mora slip for once, and that's definitely paying off, or that's definitely hurting them in this game.
Yeah. Look at Oogie, man. He's just into the. He just goes into the Legion jungle, like takes some farm from Tempest. He's.
I don't know if they
greedy,
can.
man.
Like Legion team can't even kill him, even if they find him like 5 versus 1. Like, soon we're at that point where he's just going to be able to 1 versus 5 the entire team. They don't have any damage in Legion or at the Legion side. That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's definitely one of the big powers of Oogie. We've seen it before. Everbanger showing us. Baltazar definitely has history with the hero as well. And doing once again right here. Staff of the Master picked up on Boxy. Playing the rally, and that's, you know, again, one of these heroes where it definitely makes sense. I like how initially when the staff was first added to this hero, it's like a lot of people were kind of unsure about it. But, oh, no, that's a fun idea, but I don't know if we'll see it. But it's honestly proven to be kind of a core pickup on this hero.
That it has, and it's a really good one. It's a fun one to watch as well. Oh, Tempest in trouble.
Oh, jeez. Nice juke right there, but a big compel from Boxy. The seismic slam. Wow. Tempest gets deleted from the game. Arcane Vortex catches Grinix. He's in the background. Will come out of it pretty quickly, but now Ooga Booga. Here comes the Primal Surge. He's being kited pretty heavily, though. Nice stun on the Torture, though. No chance for him. Moraxis jumping back in. Primal Surge is still up, though, for Oogie. They're choosing to go in and fight this. I don't know for Sync, though. Down goes Tempest. He jumped in. He got stunned immediately, though. Down goes Moraxis, and Wretched Ag is also going to be picked off. And Bad Monkey Gaming once again keeping the momentum going. And Oogie, yeah, the Sheepstick now. Another 1,200 gold on top of that.
Pyromancer!
Oh, wow. Yeah, he almost died to the creeps there. That would have been embarrassing.
You know, he made a nice key disjoint on the last skeleton out attack in the last second, so I guess he got it under control. It looked really scary because he had a wretched hag dot on him as well.
Yeah.
And yeah. Now BMG playing really well this game. I feel like this draft fits them much better than the one in game number 1, so hopefully they can keep this up.
Well, they ran
Playing
a
versus...
they ran a jungler in game 1, so that was their problem.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. No, but I mean, Parasite is still an offensive one. It's just this one is a more like all around. They have something for late or early game, something to initiate with, and they have something for late game, of course. Balthazar being a ridiculously good hard carry. So I like this.
Yeah, no, it's obviously a lineup that's BMG is playing pretty well right now and coming together. And again, Boxy seems like he's been doing a very effective here on Rally and one of these heroes that, of course, sure, the portal key is great on him too, and you want to get that ASAP, but has the capability to initiate still with that Compel, not needing the portal key necessarily. Trying to jump Hag right there, out of range, but they will find Tempest. There's a Sheep Stick, and down he goes. Nice counter shot from Meraxis. This could be something for Sync right here. Primal Surge is up there from Muggy. Look at that. This seismic slam. Wretched Egg has to blink away. And down goes Meraxis. They did kill Midas, but obviously comes at a big cost. Balthazar picks up a hat trick. And all right, look at that. GG, well played. Game 2 goes to BMG. And they finish the series tied at 1 game apiece. So Bad Monkey Gaming, well played in Game 2. And they split the series as a result right there.
They do. Played well. I think the rewarding as well was definitely much better in this game number 2. They had full vision on every single time that Sync tried to go into their forest. And even though they had the Kiesu on the Grenix, is usually one of those heroes that just creates a lot of trouble when it comes to like those pickups and stuff. They didn't falter a single time. They played well as a team, positioning, coordination, everything. So now Sync Esports are on 1 point after 2 series.
Yeah, not good. That's not where you want to be. That's not looking too good right now for Sync Esports as far as a start. Now again, not getting too crazy here, but four out of the 5 teams to move on, so only 1 team is not advancing out of the brackets. But right now, Sync is in that spot of not looking the best because, as you pointed out, they've played 2 matches. I got